My dearest family, how are you? Welcome to another one here on Truth and Love the Church. So when I was just on YouTube once again, we shared a video previously. I hope you checked it out. If it was helpful in the prophetic, I'm just glad it helped you. So talking about the prophetic, Prophet Angel came out to say this, where he was talking about his calling, how he saw himself in a coffin when he was young at an early age, and all other revelations, and how God told him his main purpose and ministry in the prophetic is the role he's about to play in the last day. So let's get into it. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. God bless you.
Sudan, I'm about to finish. I'm traveling as a young man, going to school after I had a dream of dying, and my mother woke me up when everyone was now putting soil on top of my coffin as I was in the coffin. This is a dream I had, and I knew if I complete this dream to a level where they put all the soil and cover this, I'm dead. And my mother said, wake up, you are late for school. Huh? I said, hey, what if no one wakes you up? Do you know the difference between sleep and death? There's a thin line. You don't know you are sleeping. You also don't know you are dead. What if you don't wake up? And I'm going to school like this, and a voice spoke from a custard apple, an African custard. That's what we have on our logo. I am the one that God spoke to. Grade 1, God says, I've sent you as a prophet to the nation. There are words in that I will never tell you. But just imagine that a boy of my age is called by God through a tree. It wasn't burning. There was no fire. I wish I had that testimony where fire engulfed this and the leaves were not burning like Moses. But mine was extraordinary. To a point that at that young age, I did not have a sense to doubt. And God said, I'm sending you to nations. I had not gone to any nation. I was young, close to 7 years. And God spoke, said, I'm sending you to nations. Now all over the world, I feel stadiums. Whatever place I go to, I feel stadium. Different colors and nationalities. Different nationalities. Are you're hearing this? What is this? It is because I accepted that I was the one. And I do not care, listen to me, for what God has told me in the prophetic. I lead a dispensation. Anyone can come up and be angry that angel says he leads a dispensation. I will never lie on what God has told me. What God has told me is I'm a leader to this dispensation in the prophetic. There are others that are apostolic leaders. There are others maybe that are prophetic teachers. That's another story. But as the pure prophetic, musowe chiprofita.
I'm the head of the prophetic.
This has nothing to do with how many years you've been prophesying. It's the grace to lead a dispensation. It is not how sharp you are. It's the grace to be a leader. Brother Branham was a leader in the prophetic, not because he was sharper than prophets. That's why people are trying to compare the prophecies of Brother Branham and their prophecies. Oh, wow, this one mentioned 70 names. Brother Branham only mentioned 2 things or 3 things. That's not what made him sharp. Let me show you. Let me show you. You see that? Put it in the order I gave it to you. Just put number 1 only. All right? There is a video for it, but I don't have time to give you the video. It would have been brilliant for me to give you the video, or rather to put his face against it so that you see it. It's called Catalina Mountains. Of course, I wish I could open this thing so that you see. You see, I know you are not seeing it. At the top there is a face. There is a head and a nose. Okay, bring the other one so that they can see it. That is the face of Brother Branham. When God created Mount Catalina, he put the face of a prophet who was going to come 1,000 years later. Now you see, you're even having a problem now. I wish I'll bring one day videos where you put the face and it fits perfectly. You think you are the same? An angel took him to a mountain and put him inside, and there is a rock that was already created as a bed for him. And he was given the revelation of the pyramids, and above that bed, there is a pyramid looking down. He had preached it, he had said it, and God said, now I'm sending you where you will pray. This is the location. You think you are the same? Men of God are not created equal. I said men of God are not created equal. Women of God are not created equal. You think we are the same. That's the problem with you. You think we are the same. I was standing there with Brother Dave and Pastor Nyasho when the Honorable Member of Parliament of this location, I don't know where, came there, and he parked outside there. And when he parked the first time, he said, look, I'm sick everywhere and I just need something. Please, prophet, do something for me. I said, no, I'm going to send Pastor Felix with something. You go to the prayer altar I pray on in the Good News City. Nobody prays with me there. I said, you go there. Take him to that location. I gave him some things to do. I gave Pastor Felix some things to do. He said, take this guy. Let him go there. You go together and you tell me when you finish. He said, okay, we finished. Never gave me a report. Nobody came to me because he didn't even call Pastor Felix. Then he just drove straight, parked out there, and we saw him. I said to the protocol, don't have the Judas spirit today. Let him come. Hey, is that not true? He was there. And he came there and said, sir, I want to tell you what happened after I went to that location. He said I was sitting, right? He said I was sitting, and I saw a man. And I saw a man come in with white clothes, with two trays, one tray to the left, one tray to the right. He said there were two people.
He had two helpers.
Two helpers. With wearing white. Said I was sitting down, not dreaming. Said, and the man came and gave me and just grabbed my tummy like this and opened my tummy up. He said he began to collect things and put in the trays. And what?
And replacing with the things that are there.
And replacing other parts of the body with new parts. You will see his testimony on TV. Viewers all over the world. We are not doing play things here. No. That's why Pastor Chris says, what you are going to see now, what you've been doing was child's play. I said, what do you mean? Me, I was doing child's play. I filled up stadiums. Went to Uganda, we had a 70,000 seater filled to capacity, and we had another stadium as an overflow. And the prophet stood and said, Pastor Chris said, you have not done anything. What you did was child's play. Said, wait for what's coming. You think we have started? I said, wait for what's coming. Wait for what's coming. Wait for what's coming. He said it's child's play. Then he said, in front of you there is no more playground. No football, no netball, no joking. We're just going straight to fire on the altar. I recalibrated. I said I recalibrated. The lion is back. What is really taking place? And the power of God can be this valid. The book of Amos, and we will close. Amos 7:13. But prophesy not again anymore at Bethel, for it is the king's chapel and it is the king's court. Verse 14. Then answered Amos and said, Amaziah, I was not a prophet. I knew you didn't get that. You didn't get that. I was not a prophet. Neither was I a prophet's son. But I was a headman and a gatherer of sycamore trees, fruit. And the Lord took me as I followed the flock. And the Lord said unto me, go, prophesy unto my people Israel. Maybe you were not called by God. Call him. Maybe you were not touched by God. Touch him. Amos said, I wasn't that. I was a headsman. As I was heading goats and cattle, God said, prophesy. Huh? How? Go and do it. Man of God, you don't understand. I'm not a prophet like you. Go. I'm not a teacher like you. Teach. I'm not an evangelist. Evangelize. Have you not heard called temporary teachers? In Africa, there are things called temporary teachers. They didn't go to college. They are temporary. As long as there is something called teacher there, I'm okay with it. Temporary, short time, long term, it doesn't matter. As long as I teach something. Some of you are saying, but I've already answered the call of God upon my life. John, he that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of their belly shall flow a river. What river has come out of you? What river is failing to come out? Because these are rivers, and all we have seen is a river. And some of you, we have seen a stream. It says rivers of living water. I'm a crossover leader. You will not just find me pushing the pulpit. No, I'm in politics. I'm in business. I conquer mountains for God. And it doesn't matter who fights me in the process. But let me give you another prophecy now. They will all pay. Only time will tell. But I'm a winner already. Out of his belly shall flow rivers. Not one stream. Rivers. Turbulent. Rivers of living water. What we have seen is a spring. A weak one. What you think you have shown the world is everything. No. You have only shown the world a very weak stream. It's only one river that came out. And you thought, my God, if this river is not working the way I want it, maybe the river that you are showing now is not the one that will give you the money to survive on. What if there is another river to conquer? How will you know? When you go deeper into the things and you go deeper into the things, you realize, wait a minute, this river is flowing better. This one is flowing better. This one is flowing better. Are you flowing? Are you getting this? Have you gotten deeper now into these things? Do you understand this? What is it that the Lord will use you for? What if the Lord wants you to be a politician? What if the Lord wants to take over your life and be that thing that confounds the politicians, confounds the doctors and the medical field and lecturers at university? What if you are the one? Oh, but prophet, you don't know where I come from. I come from Zaka, Zimbabwe African Killers Association. But they cannot write the history of the prophetic without me. They can't. There is a cry for your life to move. There it is. There is a cry.